Hey guys, welcome back. It's your boy Sammy, and I've been looking at a lot of charts differently lately, and in particular I've been looking at Ethereum, and I've come across some interesting things that I think you should pay attention to. So in this video I'm going to go through some alt versus Ethereum charts, meaning your altcoin versus Ethereum. And in this we're gonna see two potential plays. Number one, you can trade these charts in and out to one, increase your Ethereum stack, or two, move into another altcoin asset that may potentially outperform Ethereum. So you can still outperform Ethereum on the way up, but you can also outperform Ethereum on the way down, meaning if the market corrects, if you go into another asset that is outperforming Ethereum, you might not go down as far, and take from there. So at the moment, we can see the Ethereum chart that I've brought up at the moment against the US dollar, and we've been in a boring downtrend lately. We've lost key support area of about 4,000 and also 3,900. So this key support area has been broken and it's still in a downtrend, so we don't know when the uptrend is going to start, but for now it's in a downtrend and it's a bit difficult to trade. If we switch over to Ethereum versus Bitcoin on the weekly, it is looking good. It's making its way higher, but it does have some key overhead resistance and more resistance as well that is making its way. I think Ethereum long term, in the next quarter, we should see some movements higher, but at the moment, what I think it's going to do against Bitcoin, I think it's going to underperform Bitcoin, and it might come back down to test this lower area of 0.07 Satoshis. Might retest it there and then go higher. So for now, what potential plays can we have? So let's have a look at some other charts. And at the moment, I've brought up Cardano versus Ethereum. So this is ADA BTC, ADA/ETH. And we can see some interesting things going on in this chart. So what you can see here is I've drawn this parallel channel, descending parallel channel, that is looking at breaking bullish at the moment. So it is breaking bullish at the moment on the log scale. I'm waiting for a break, retest, and starts putting in some higher highs and higher lows. When that happens, basically Cardano is outperforming Ethereum, and if it's on the uptrend, you're looking at outperforming Ethereum over the long term. We'll turn on some indicators. We've got quite a lot of overhead resistance to work through. You got your moving average, you still got the super trend to switch to a buy signal, but you're in an area with very low resistance. And I wanted to also show one bit as well on the weekly. So here we are on the weekly chart. At the moment, we've got this weekly bullish engulfing candle starting to print. If we do close the week like this, it is a sign of reversal. So I am paying attention to this, and how I will be trading it is basically waiting for a breakout of this channel first, and then I want to see a breakout and a retest of this resistance of this level in purple that I've got here. If this goes into an uptrend, Cardano should be outperforming Ethereum. So what you can do, most exchanges allows you to swap your assets. So if you've got Ethereum, you just go swap Ethereum and you look up Cardano ADA and you swap your Ethereum for Cardano. And as this increases, when you swap back to Ethereum, you would have increased your Ethereum stack. Alternatively, if you're looking at what to hold, I would say it is a good opportunity to start taking Cardano seriously. If it starts performing, if it starts going into an uptrend with higher highs, higher lows, essentially it means it's outperforming Ethereum. So why would you bother holding Ethereum when you got other assets outperforming it? So let's have a look at another chart. So at the moment we've got Polkadot to Ethereum, and I've got this one here. You can see we've got a low and a lower low, and it's basically bullish divergence confirmed with the RSI. With the RSI had a low and a high low, and also the MACD had a low and a high low as well on the signal lines and stochastics. So you've got quite a lot of bullish divergence there that helped the price jump up a little bit. Go back. So at the moment I am looking at this one as well. So if we can flip this level of resistance into a support, if we can break that out and retest it, I will be moving my Ethereum into Polkadot with the invalidation area. If we lose this support down here, that idea is basically invalidated. If we look out onto the weekly, have a look at this. So this is DOT versus Ethereum. If we do get a breakout there, basically we're putting in this reversal bottom instructor, a bullish reversal pattern, a W. So we could see price action move from there. That's pretty much a 74% return. And if we break that, if we do break this, the measured move is, let's just pull it up quickly, from there to there. I've got the log scale as well. So from there to there, we're looking at another 45% return if we do break that resistance. So if we measure it down from here all the way up there, that's 148%. So the way you're looking at this is, if you're deciding on what asset to go into, so this is my second point, if you're looking at what assets to go to, if we start seeing an uptrend moving here, I would be looking at moving my Ethereum into Polkadot and increase my Ethereum stack. Like when we get up here, I'll start selling my Polkadot back into Ethereum, essentially increasing my long-term Ethereum stack. Alternatively, if you want to find an asset to hold, you want to find an asset that's outperforming Bitcoin and also outperforming Ethereum. And if Polkadot starts going into a uptrend here with high highs and high lows on the daily, that might be a good asset for you. Move on to the next chart. Let's have a look at XRP. Now this is very interesting with XRP. This is a chart nobody asked for, but here I am talking about it. So here it is. It's hard to draw at the moment. We've got XRP. Now an interesting fact about XRP is there was only one altcoin in the past bull run that flipped Ethereum, and it did it twice. And that altcoin was XRP. Hashtag XRP army, where you at? So have a look at this. We came down, XRP versus Ethereum came down, bottomed out here, reversed. So strong area of support right here. I might just denote it differently. So we got support right there. Went up, came back down, held that level of support as well. Now we're looking at potentially breaking this trend. I just hold it there. So I'll be looking at, we might be set for XRP to also outperform Ethereum soon, in the near future, basically. So first, we need to get a break of this trend line, flip it into support, and then we also need to get a break of this trend line as well. So I call that resistance as well. So we need to break this, flip it to support, and then we can start seeing XRP outperforming Ethereum pretty much. So let's have a look at some other indicators. Interesting, we got like a class C bullish divergence here with the RSI. You got a low and then a high low with the price action putting in just a low and a lower low. So that's really interesting. You know, you got your stochastic RSI giving you a bullish cross on the weekly. So it's a great opportunity. You got negative momentum weakening on the MACD as well on the weekly. So all in all, looking pretty good. We just want to see these moving averages flipped as well. Once we see the moving averages flipped, there could be a really good case for XRP to start outperforming Ethereum. There's two ways to trade it, basically. If you're looking for an asset, pick an asset that's going to outperform Bitcoin and Ethereum. Number two, the other way to trade it is also just to swap your Ethereum for one of these assets. And then when you're taking profit, you swap, XRP back to Ethereum as you start getting to, each overhead resistance. Like, I'll walk you through it. For example, you've got resistance here. Let's mark that up. You got resistance here. You got resistance here in this area. So every time you get to these levels of resistance, you'll be swapping your XRP back into Ethereum, locking in some of that profit. So if we get that breakout, you could earn 50, increase your Ethereum stack, sell some here, 60%, sell some here, 120%, sell some here, a potential 3x. So it's a fantastic way to trade these markets. You tell me what other market out there allows you to trade the assets for another assets. You can't go into an S&P 500 and trade Tesla for Microsoft. You can't go into Australian Stock Exchange and swap different assets for another assets. You have to convert it back to fiat and then buy your asset. Moving on, what else have we got? We got Matic versus ETH over here. So this chart on Binance, we haven't got a lot of trade data on it, but basically Matic has been significantly outperforming Ethereum. So what I'll be keen to see is if this price action comes back down here, it might be a great opportunity at that point to swap your Ethereum for Matic again and see if you can profit off a little bit of bounce at the moment. But at the moment, Matic is doing very strongly. Let's move on. What else have we got? We've got Terra Luna versus Ethereum. I've got the KuCoin chart coming up. Again, like what we had with Matic, Luna is significantly outperforming Ethereum. We've got, what I note just here, just to be cautious, is we've got a significant area of resistance. We've got a blow off top pretty much forming up there. So you can see the price action over here, long candles, long candle above the body of the candle. That pretty much resembles exhaustion between the buyers. And if the buyers are getting exhausted, we could potentially see a reversal coming. And another thing I want to point out is you got a high and then a high on the price action. So I'll just make that a different color here, just makes it easier. And then you've got on the RSI, you got a low, you got a high, and then a lower high, right? And you got that similar with the MACD histogram, right? You got a high and then a lower high. And you also got your volume as well, dropping off as well. So let's just work it bit by bit. What I'm seeing here, just turn off all of these indicators because you don't really need to see the moving averages for this purpose. So what we're seeing here, let's work through it. So you got a high and a high. Volume is dropping. So that tells me that the strength of this rally is pretty weak. And it's also a bearish divergence. On your RSI, again, your bearish divergence. MACD histogram, bearish divergence. Stochastic RSI, you also got a bearish cross. So plenty of sell signals right here for Luna. Expecting Luna to come back down and hopefully retest this area. Not a lot of volume, profile support up in this region, so price can move pretty quickly. Just an FYI for Terra Luna. So at the moment, you can see that some of the charts that I went through at the beginning of this video, they're set to potentially outperform Ethereum. Some other charts like Matic and Luna are set to potentially have a correction in the near future. So everything has got a different market cycle, and the market's never boring. You just need to know where to look and different angles to look at it from. So what else have we got? Solana to Ethereum. Now this one I really like. Let's just move all those indicators. Don't really need it for this purpose. I've got the log chart, by the way. And if we look at this on the weekly log chart, you can see Sol versus Ethereum has been respecting this upwards channel at the moment. And at the moment, ever since, September, it's been flagging across and just consolidating in this sideways channel. So at the moment, when you're arguing about Solana or Ethereum, it doesn't really matter to me. What I'm seeing is they're just both behaving the same, pretty much. They're both consolidating. If this price action is consolidating, it means relatively they're both the same. Now you could try to trade this range if you're a really good scalper. Like if we come back down into this support level to test, you could swap your Ethereum for Solana, and then so you would buy some Solana with your Ethereum, and then when we get up to that resistance, you would sell your Sol back into Ethereum, potentially increasing your ETH stack by 40%, which is fantastic. You had an opportunity to do it here, and a recent test right there, you had that chance to do it as well. Ultimately, depending on if the resistance is broken and flipped to support, you're looking at Sol to outperform Ethereum. If support is broken and flipped to resistance and this starts going down, you're looking at Ethereum outperforming Solana. So that's another interesting take on it. And that's it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Not a lot of people are talking about this type of analysis and different views on the market. So if you enjoyed that, please hit like and subscribe and comment below what other videos you want to see. Thank you.